Western Bulldogs. They are making their second straight semifinal appearance. And I'm trying to remember, Bruce, has Western been to a national title game?
They've never been to a national title game in women's basketball. This would be a first for them, and we do apologize for our video problems. Bob Ritterod is in the truck with a bunch of the crew trying to get that fixed. And we should mention on the NAIA network, we're glad you could be watching with us. Next week, on Wednesday, the men's tournament starts in Memorial Coliseum in Kansas City. Be some great games next week on the NAIA network as well. And one of the first times these tournaments have been different weeks, which I really think is a good idea.
Yeah, it gives your fans a chance to concentrate on the women's tournament first. Now the men's tournament coming up next week. Well, we're back underway. Quarter number 3, Freed Hardeman with the basketball. They're trailing by 7 to the Bulldogs of Western. Hatchell out top, gives it to Kroom on the left-hand side. Handled by Floyd. Floyd drives with a paint shot, too strong off the rim. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Brianna King, who had 20 points in the first half, will bring it up into the front court. Pass on the left-hand side to Sierra Lamy. It looks like the starting 5 is back out there for each team. For Western, that's Holmes, Cooper, Lamy, King, and Anderson. And for Freed Hardeman, Pugh, Hatchell, Kroom, Brooks, and Floyd. Left-hand wing, Sierra Lamy. Give it out top. 6 seconds left on the shot clock as they work inside to Cooper. Cooper drove in and drew a foul on the floor, as the foul is going to be called against Haley Kroom. That is her second personal foul. It's the first foul of the second half.
And you saw the very patient Montana Western offense. They don't try to force anything, don't take very many bad shots.
Out on top. Lamy will give it off to Anderson. Anderson dribbles a couple times, left side to King. King goes baseline between the legs dribble. Give it out top now to Anderson. Anderson calling for someone to come out. She was looking down on the post to Cooper. Working on the right-hand side to Lamy. Lamy takes it high into the paint. Spins. Looking for somebody to give it off to. And a 3-second violation called against Lamy. She could not get the pass off in time. I think she was looking for Cooper to come up there a little earlier. That is the 5th turnover of the contest for the Bulldogs. First one of the second half. No points scored so far in the third quarter of play. 35-28 our score. We're going to go a little old school with more of a radio broadcast because we have been having the video difficulties. That will keep you abreast of what's going on. 3-point shot out top for Carrie Hatchell. Her second 3-pointer of the game. The first 3 points of the second half.
And we talked about it. They can't be held down from that 3-point arc. They're too talented.
Driving to the paint, shot won't go for Cooper. Rebound controlled by the Lions, and here they come up into the front court. Kroom gets the pass from Hatchell. Shot off the glass, rattles halfway down and back outside the cylinder. And the rebound controlled by Freed Hardeman. Working around the perimeter on the left-hand side. Floyd driving in, puts up the shot good from 10 feet out. Reagan Floyd's got her second bucket of the contest, and it is a 2-point Western lead as it's a 5-0 run by the Lady Lions to start the third quarter. Cooper handed off. King trying to pass it down inside to Cooper, goes through her hands, an unforced error by the Bulldogs. That's a 6th turnover by Western, and Freed Hardeman with a chance to get it back and tie it up or even take the lead if they can get a 3. 7:42 and counting here in the third quarter of play. Freed Hardeman University and the University of Montana Western. Our Lady of the Lakes in Oklahoma City coming up in the second semifinal. Scheduled for 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Shot won't go for Kroom. Rebound controlled by King. She's going to hustle up the floor. 3-on-2. King takes it all the way. Underhand scoop. Gets the shot on the foul. And Brianna King will have another chance at a 3-point play.
Now she's exciting to watch. 22 points now for Brianna King.
And those are the first points of the second half for the Bulldogs, coming at the 7:21 mark of the third. Foul called against Carrie Hatchell, her first. The free throw is good. 23 points on the night for Brianna King out of Spokane. And she gets the lead back to 5 for the Bulldogs. Up on the right wing, handled by Floyd. Give it out top. Brooks to her left to Hatchell. Back over to Brooks. Dribbles out to the front edge of the center circle. Still on the dribble. Give it off the left-hand side to Hatchell. Hatchell works at high post left side. Kroom. Give it back to Brooks to Hatchell. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving the lane right side. Got a screen and able to drive in is Carrie Hatchell. She's got 8. That's her first 2-point field goal tonight. And she makes it 38-35 with just under 6:45 to go in the third. King on the left-hand wing, stops her dribble behind the arc, give it out top, handled by Anderson, takes it into the paint, puts up a 12-footer off the back, the rim won't go. Ball knocked loose, picked up, stripped out of the hands of Anderson, but then she gets it back, puts up the shot, won't go. This time the rebound controlled by Floyd for Freed Hardeman. Handled by Brooks, she'll bring it across the center circle. Hatchell, high post left side to Kroom, double team. Kroom puts up the shot over the defenders, won't go. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs as Lamy will bring it out. Outlet to King. King up into the front court. 6:08 and counting in the third quarter of play. Western with a 3-point lead. Pass on the baseline, and looked like Cooper almost wasn't expecting it. She spins, puts it up off the glass, off the cylinder, and in for Britt Cooper, her first 2 points of the contest. And again, a 5-point Bulldog lead. Their largest lead, the 7-point lead they had at the break. On the right-hand wing, Hatchell gets a screen from 2 players out top. Now she's picked up out there by Anderson. Long 3-point shot misses the mark off the right side of the rim, goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a force there in that 3-point attempt.
And Bruce going to have a timeout call by Coach Neal. We'll take one as well. 5:33 left in the third. 5-point Western lead over Freed Hardeman. Back after this timeout.
Can he see you waving
Back here at Rimrock Auto Arena. 5:33 left in the third quarter of play, the first of 2 semifinal games here at the 2019 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championship. Western with the basketball, leading by 5. Nice pass inside, driving to the hole. Shot is up and good for Paige Holmes, her second field goal of the night. And Western's back out to their largest lead at 7. Lady Lions getting a little pressure in the backcourt, up in the front court across the timeline to the far side. Hatchell, give it back to Floyd. Brooks to Floyd, to Hatchell left wing. High post left side, Kroom dribbles in, double team. Back out, goes to Floyd. Western fans wanting a travel call. Floyd spins in the paint, shot from 12, it's good. She's got 6. And that makes it 42-37 our score. Bruce, seems like the pace has picked up a little bit here in the last
it has. I think they're over the second half jitter start, and they're both shooting the ball pretty well right now.
Brianna King on top, guarded by Brooks, takes it down the lane, right side, shot up, won't go. Kroom with the rebound for the Lady Lions. Outlet far side to Brooks, up into the front court. Brooks on the left wing. Takes it to the free throw line left side, back out to the arc. Give it in to Kroom. Pass cross right side, goes to Hatchell. Back inside to Kroom, and Kroom's going to be fouled by Cooper, as Britt Cooper is going to pick up her 3rd personal foul. And I believe that is the first player with 3 personal fouls on either team.
Yeah, Kroom is a tough cover. And she's so patient, does a nice job of posting up. And their teammates get her the ball, and she has been very effective tonight.
Hatchell gets the inbound pass in the corner, takes it into the paint, cuts across right to left, shot won't go. King with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Here comes Western. King leading the charge, puts up the 13-footer in the paint, won't go. Rebound, Kroom for the Lady Lions. Hatchell will bring it up into the front court. Hatchell picked up out on the right wing by Holmes. Hatchell gets it inside to Kroom. Kroom working on Darby Shy, turnaround shot that is good, as Kroom has her first points of the second half. That gives her 20 in the ball game. It's a 3-point Western lead. 3:43 and counting here in the third quarter of play. Working around the perimeter are the Bulldogs. Give it out top. Anderson to her left. King. King working against Brooks. Kings takes it into the paint. Wild shot there. Darby Shy going for the rebound. Picked it up, and she had Hatchell come over her back as they both went to the floor fighting for the ball. And Hatchell's going to be called for her second.
Yeah, great hustle play there by Darby Shy to get that basketball and give Montana Western another shot at it.
Substitutions as Anderson and Paige Holmes will both check out for UM Western. Into the ball game, Savannah Bignell, and the other player in, I believe that's Sierra Lamey back in, or check that, that is Shannon Worcester in. Right wing handled by Lamey. She'll give it out top to King. King dribbling the ball. Goes left, kicks it out. Lamey driving in. Lamey underhand scoop. It's blocked, but the ball is rebounded, kicked out left-hand corner. King for three. Brianna King, that is her fourth three-pointer of the ball game. King has 26 points on the night, and UM Western leads by 6. Nice look down low right side. Goes to Pugh. Pugh tried to put up the shot, draws the foul, and she'll step to the free throw line.
You just have to know where Brianna King is at all times. You can't ever leave her that wide open.
Sierra Lamey called for her first personal foul, second team foul against the Bulldogs. And at the free throw line for the first time tonight is Amaria Pugh. Her first free throw rattles around, kisses off the glass, off the rim and in. Pugh.
Swish.
Swish. Pugh gets her third point of the night. Second free throw misses. Rebound fought for, it's picked up by Floyd, and she gets it out to Pugh, who will set up the offense. Hatchell to Kroom, left-hand side. Spin move by Floyd. She met a defender, so she kicks it back onto Brooks on the left wing. Brooks picked up out top by Bignell. Fires a three. Brooks rattles in and out. And King with the rebound for the Bulldogs. King trying to hustle it up. Got the advantage for the Bulldogs down low. Shot, don't pass out. It's going to be taken away by Floyd. And you almost wonder whether King should have taken that in to finish it. That is going to be the 7th turnover for the Bulldogs. Up across the timeline, handled by Brooks for Freed Hardeman. Brooks gets a screen from Kroom. Right side, Hatchell for three. It's long. Ball gets knocked away by Shine. It's picked up by King, and she has it taken away. Shot is up by Pugh. She draws the contact, and Pugh will step to the line again for two.
That's great hustle there by Freed Hardeman. The Lady Lions getting after it. They picked up their intensity a little bit here in this third quarter.
Brianna King called for her first personal foul. It's a third team foul. Now 3 aside here in the third quarter. And Pugh got the line. She was 1 for 2 at the line just a moment ago. First one rattles in. Substitutions as both King and Shy will check out for UM Western. Pugh's second free throw on its way, and that rattles off back right side. Hatchell with the rebound, puts up the shot. It won't go. This time it's rebounded by Lamey for the Bulldogs.
So they really work on those offensive boards to give themselves so many second chance opportunities.
High post handled by Mesa King. She passed over far side. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Paige Holmes. Heads up play there by Holmes. Will get it back. Now she'll give it off to Worcester. Worcester working against Brooks. Gets a screen out top from King. Drives in. Ball knocked away. It's picked up by the Lions. That is the 9th turnover now against UM Western. Brooks will give it out to Floyd. Floyd dribbling along. Give it out to the top. The key to Hatchell. Back left-hand side. Floyd fires a three. It is good. Reagan Floyd gets her first three-pointer of the night. She's got 7 in the half and 9 in the ball game, and it is a 1-point Bulldog lead, 45-44. Lamey thought about pass out top. Instead gives it back on the right wing. Bignell back on the left-hand corner now. Finds Worcester. Worcester pass inside. It's going to be taken over by Kroom and picked up by Hatchell as they'll outlet there on the far side. Hatchell took it across. 10th turnover for the Bulldogs. They only had 4 turnovers in the first half alone. So they have committed 6 turnovers here in the third quarter. Hatchell out top, given the left-hand side. 10 on the shot clock. 34 on the game clock. Pass inside. Kroom and the foul. Haley Kroom, nice look inside by Freed Hardeman, and that gives the first lead since the first quarter to the Lady Lions of Freed Hardeman. Foul's going to be called against Sierra Lamey.
Wiped out that 7-point halftime lead for Montana Western, and they did it with very good defense, a little ball pressure, aggressive play, and forced 6 turnovers here in the second half.
Haley Kroom looking for her 5th point of the quarter. She gets it. She's got 23 on the night, and it's a 2-point Freed Hardeman lead. the Lady Lions showing why they are the defending national champions as they have come back from that 7-point deficit Bruce mentioned. Western setting up for what should be the final play of the third quarter. Only a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. King standing on the right front side of the center circle, down to 10 on the shot clock. King will pass it on the right-hand side, handled by Holmes. Holmes going baseline. Instead will kick it back out. Little head fake. Driving in. Bignell puts up the shot off the back of the rim. Won't go. Put back won't go for Mesa King, and that is the final shot of the third. We've come to the end of three. 47-45 our score. Freed Hardeman on top of University of Montana Western. Back for the fourth after this timeout. Here at Rimrock Auto Arena, Metro Park, Billings, Montana, site of the 2019 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championship. It is the first of two semifinal games, and the defending champion Lady Lions of Freed Hardeman University erased a 7-point deficit at the halftime break. They lead 47-45 against the University of Montana Western.
Yeah, 19-10 edge that semester, that quarter, and they did it with that great defense.
Western has the ball to start the fourth. King will give it off to her right to Mesa King. Brianna gets it back. Shot along the lane right side won't go from about 9 feet out. Rebound controlled by Freed Hardeman. Hatcher will get the ball on top. Pass on the left-hand side to Floyd. Down in the corner. Give it off. Back out on the left wing to Floyd. Right side to Brooks. Not a lot of substitutions for Coach Neal in this game for Freed Hardeman. Ball taken away, picked up by the Bulldogs. King working up the floor, and we're going to have the foul. Is it a blocking or a charge? It is a blocking foul.
That's the first turnover of the second half for Freed Hardeman. Really did a nice job of taking care of the basketball.
Jamie Crum called for the block, and boy, she took a hard block there against Brianna King, who was coming up into transition, and they're going to call officials timeout to give a chance for Crum to be looked at as Coach Neal's going to come over.
Yeah, they can't afford not to have her in the ball game. Over 20 thus far in the game, and then they're going to give her a nice round of applause. Good crowds here, Kyle, throughout the entire week, and this week already starting off with a nice crowd here tonight.
So Jamie Crum, who just checked in a short time ago, will sit back down after taking that blocking foul as she is replaced. That's the starting five out there again. Maria Pugh, Carrie Hatchell, Haley Crew, Shania Brooks, and Reagan Floyd, the starting five for Freed Hardeman. Bulldogs with the basketball, trailing by 2. Just over 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Dribbled out top, Paige Holmes, give it off to her right. Brianna King. King pass near side. Hatchell tried to get a hand on it and take it away, and goes out of bounds here into the press table on the near side of the floor. Holmes will inbound it to Brianna King. 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. The screen out top from Mesa King. Brianna puts up the fourth shot, draws the contact, and will step to the free throw line where she is a perfect 4 for 4 tonight. Foul's going to be called against Shania Brooks. That's her second personal foul. Brianna King, total of 26 points on the night, make it 27. She leads all scorers, and the 83% free throw shooter during the season has been an impressive 5 for 5 from the line tonight. Second one on its way off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled by Kroom for the Lady Lions. 2 pass, too far out in front, as that's going to be the 7th turnover by Freed Hardeman, but only their 2nd of the second half, correct?
That's correct.
Ball went underneath the table just to the right of Bruce. His arms just not able to get that one in time.
I wasn't quick enough. I'm going to work on that in the off season. When they come back here next year, I'll be ready.
Up into the front court, King gives it over to Worcester out top, handled by Paige Holmes. Holmes gives it out to King on the left wing. She'll dribble out to the top of the key. Stops the dribble, bounce it out top to Mesa King. Mesa trying to work it in the right lane. Nice job sprinting to defenders, puts it up and in. Her first 2 points of the night, ties it up. Check that, makes it a 48-47. Our lead back to Western by a point. Forgot about that free throw there from Brianna King a moment ago. 8:19 and counting here, the 4th ball taken away as it's picked up by Worcester. Worcester's going to drive the lane, puts it up and in. Shannon Worcester, her first 2 points of the ball game. 50-47, Western on top by 3. They were down by 2 to start the 4th. After leading by 7 at the halftime break, it was a 1-point differential at the end of the 1st.
And really because of the steals by Montana Western and the turnovers by Freed Hardeman.
Ball picked up by the Bulldogs after the shot wouldn't go for Brooks down to the left-hand corner. Worcester for 3 won't go. Ball knocked around, finally picked up by Kroom for Freed Hardeman. Should give it off to Brooks. We'll bring it up to the front court for the Lady Lions. On the right-hand side, finds Lloyd. Floyd back over to Brooks. Works at high post. Crum double team. Has the ball knocked away. It's picked up here on the near side. Reagan Floyd gets to the Brooks. Back out to Floyd. Left side to Hatch. A long 3. She was good 5 feet from behind the arc. Hit out the back of the rim. Ball picked up by Mesa King, and Mesa is going to be fouled. Loose ball foul there as the foul committed by Mariah Pugh. That's her 3rd personal foul.
That was a case of who wants it worse. They both teams went after it hard. I just love the way both teams are playing tonight. They're taking care of the basketball, taking good shots, and playing great defense.
A lot of intensity in this ball game. We're down to 7 minutes to go in the 4th. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Lady of Our Lakes and Oklahoma City. The 2nd semifinal game coming up tonight. Western with the basketball, leading by 3. Handled out top by Lamy. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Brianna King, is she aware? She drives in, puts up the shot. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Floyd for Freed Hardeman. Reagan Floyd will bring it across the near side of the timeline. Pass to the right, seeing to Hatchell. Working inside Crum and driving across the paint. Shot is short. Kroom, however, will get her own rebound. It's going to be a jump ball called. A good job by Mesa King going down to tie her up. And the possessioner will keep it on the Freed Hardeman end of the floor. Substitution for the Bulldogs as checking in is Tori Anderson replacing Shannon Worcester. And still the starting 5 out there. Nope, checking in just a moment ago. Jamie Crum back out on the floor. Good to see her after she took that blocking foul here a little while ago. Pass here on the right wing goes to Floyd. Back it out top. Crum left side to Hatchell. Hatchell dribbles up at the top of the key. Crum right side to Brooks. Brooks trying to go baseline. Guarded by Brianna King, back onto the wing. Crum goes to Floyd, left side to Hatchell. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hatchell working baseline. Hatchell puts up the shot. The little floater won't go. Rebound controlled by Western. Paige Holmes gives it out to Brianna King. Here come the Bulldogs. King, right side, 3-point shot. Anderson won't go. And here comes the Lady Lions the other way. Brooks wasting no time to get it up. Then she'll kick it out top. Hatchell wide open for 3 off the left back side of the iron. Ball comes near side, goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it's last touch by a Bulldog. Good hustle there by Shania Brooks to go after that loose ball. And one of the Bulldogs touched it last. So it'll be Freed Hardeman basketball. They trail by 3, 5:40 left in the 4th. Pass here to Hatchell. Working a high post, turnaround shot. Kroom puts it up and in. Kroom has 7 points in the second half and 25 in the ball game. It is a 1-point Western lead. King out top. Ball nearly taken away by Krumer. They're going to call the foul against Mesa King, as Mesa is going to be called for her first. Freed Hardeman will get it back. That is the 11th turnover by the Bulldogs of UM Western. Just off to our left, Carrie Hatch will inbound the ball in the backcourt to Brooks. She'll bring it up across the half-court line. Brooks dribbling towards the far side of the perimeter. Gives it off to her left to Crum. Brooks to Floyd. Into Kroom. Kroom, turnaround shot and the foul. Haley Kroom, a chance at another three-point play.
She's so solid underneath, and what she does more than anything is she really posts up well. She gives herself some space, and her teammates know how to get the ball to her.
Kroom looking for her 10th point of the half. She's got it. Kroom's got 28. And Bruce, that is the 4th personal foul against Britt Cooper for UM Western.
Yeah, that's danger. That's a danger area for Montana Western.
Halfway through the 4th quarter, Freed Hardeman back out on top by 2, 52-50. Ball passed down low on the skip, and it went off of I believe the leg of one of the Lady Lions, so it'll be UM basketball. They'll pass it in from the left side of the baseline. Freed Hardeman with a 19-10 third quarter to get a 2-point lead at the end of 3. That's what the lead is for the Lady Lions at the moment. Lamy on the right wing. King driving the paint. King, the little floater, won't go. King with her own rebound. Ball goes to the floor. Loose in the corner, picked up, and we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Woolley. 4:40 left in the 4th, 52-50. Freed Hardeman on top of UM Western. Back after this timeout. Back here at Root Rock Auto Arena, the site for the 3rd consecutive year of the 2019 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championship. It has been a great tournament, as the folks here in Billings have done a phenomenal job hosting this tournament the last 3 years.
Yeah, they really have. And this is just game, number 29 tonight?
Yeah. And we've got 2 more to go after this one. The 2nd semifinal game in the national championship tomorrow night. UM West with the ball wide open down low. Shot is up and good for Tori Anderson. Her first points of the 2nd half. Ties it up at 52.
That's just a heads-up pass. And Tori Anderson did a nice job on the cut to the basket.
Kroom working against 2 defenders. Oh, wow. What a shot across the paint, right to left, off the glass and in. As Kroom has 30 points of the night and gives Freed Hardeman the lead back by 2. Well, Brianna King has been kind of quiet comparatively in the 2nd half compared to her 20 points in the first half of the game. Ball handled on the right side of the free throw line. Lamy back to her right to Cooper. Cooper working with 4 fouls. Cooper drives in. Foul is going to be called on the floor as she drove in. It's going to go against Haley Kroom, I believe. That'll be her 3rd personal foul. That is the 4th team foul against Freed Hardeman. And we've got a timeout called by Coach Neal for Freed Hardeman. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 3:46 left in the 4th. Back in 30 seconds.
On that
Bruce, we were just talking about it here during the quick break, but this one has the feeling it's going to go down to the wire.
Yeah, it's going to. And you got to make free throws when you get opportunities in this one. I don't think we're going to be shooting free throws.
No, to answer your question, that was on the floor, so it'll be Bulldog basketball. Right side of the baseline is where Brianna King will pass it in. Gets it out top to Cooper, to her left to Holmes. Working left side to Lamy. Lamy working around to Brianna King. Back on the right-hand side. Handled by Tori Anderson. Back out top, Lamy. Giving the left-hand corner, little head fake there for Brianna King. King working against Floyd. King going baseline. King drives in, off the glass, rattles around and in.
You can pretty much guarantee that she's going to have her hands on the basketball here these final 3.5 minutes.
54 apiece. What a great basketball game between these two teams. Both of them made to the semis last year. Of course, Freed Hardeman won it all in 2018. Out top, Brooks, a wide open three. It's good. Shania Brooks, her first three-pointer of the night. She's got 5 in the contest. It is a 3-point Lady Lion lead. Bulldogs with the ball. 2:54 and counting. Right-hand side, Brianna King. Working against Hatchell. Pass out top, goes to Anderson. Anderson fakes right, goes left. Anderson fires a 14-footer. That's short. Ball goes out of bounds, and Anderson was the last to touch it, so it'll be Lady Lions basketball. Lady Bulldogs losing in the semifinals last year. Anderson will check out of the ball game. Inbound pass for Freed Hardeman comes in to Brooks. Brooks guarded up the floor by Brianna King. Pass high post right side. Kroom works her way. Shot a little too strong. King with the rebound. Brianna for the Bulldogs. She'll bring it up to the front court. Brianna King out top. Got a screen. Fires a three off the right side of the rim. 5-4 down low by Sierra Lamy. Lamy got checked a little bit there. The ball went out of bounds off of Lamy. It'll be Freed Hardeman basketball.
2:17 and clock running right left in the ball game. In regulation, that is.
Carrie Hatchell brings it across the timeline, hands it off to Brooks. Back to Hatchell, right wing. Kroom. Give it out top. Crump, left side to Floyd. 2 minutes to go in this one. Brooks out top. Right side to Hatchell. Hatchell looking inside and says she'll take it to the hole. Was blocked there and going to have a walk call against Carrie Hatchell. And that'll give it back over to UM Western, who trails by 3 with 1:52 left. That is the 9th turnover of the ball game for Freed Hardeman. Brianna King across the right side of the center circle. Stops at the top of the key. Her pass well over the head of Britt Cooper as she was looking down low. And that is an unforced error. The 12th turnover of the game for UM Western. 8 of them coming here in the second half. Hatchell out top. High post left side. Kroom gives it over. Crum, Brooks goes to Floyd. Kroom, high post, turnaround. Drives to the hole, across the paint, shot too strong. Rebound, Lamy for the Bulldogs. She'll outlet to Cooper. Britt Cooper will bring it across the front court. Got to watch from behind. Cooper takes it down low. Skip it out on the right side to Holmes. Holmes pass out top to Brianna King with 19 to go on the shot clock. 1:09 left in regulation. Driving across the paint. Shot is short for Lamy. Rebound controlled by the Lady Lions of Freed Hardeman.
Tough look there for Lamy as she had a alley to the basket.
Hatchell with the ball. Freed Hardeman holding on to a 3-point lead. 57-54. Down to 13 on the shot clock. 46 on the game clock. Hatchell fires a long 3. That is good. Carrie Hatchell's 3rd 3-pointer of the game gives Freed Hardeman their largest lead of the night with 40.6 seconds left in regulation. Timeout call. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the NAIA Network. Back here at Rimrock Auto Arena, Carrie Hatchell in the regular season, a 39% 3-point shooter. She just hit her 3rd one of the night to give her team a 6-point lead with 40 seconds left in regulation. Bulldogs with the ball, trailing 60-54. Pass across, nearly taken away And nice pass inside, a little reverse there. Put up and in by Britt Cooper. She's got 4. Pressure being applied by the Bulldogs. They'll foul right away to stop the clock with 31.4 left. That is only the 4th team foul against UM Western, so it's a non-shooting situation. It is a 4-point lead for Freed Hardeman. They have the basketball. Cooper checks out of the ball game as she has 4 personal fouls. Pressure being applied by the Bulldogs. Hatchell gets it into Kroom, and Kroom's going to be fouled by Lamy. Lamy will be called for her 3rd. Took all of 0.8 of a second off the clock that time around. That'll be the 5th team foul against UM Western. So no shot opportunities yet to the free throw line. And now checking in for the Bulldogs is Brandy Bookout, seeing her first action of the night. Full court pressure being applied by UM Western. They're down by 4. Inbound pass immediately fouled is Brooks by Paige Holmes. And Shania Brooks will go to the free throw line. She is a 65% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game. Brooks at the line for the first time tonight. She's got a 3-pointer in the second half and a 2-pointer in the first half. 5 points on the night. Free throw. Rattles in and out. 29.7 left in regulation. Will the defending national champs make their way back to the title game, or will UM Western appear in their first? We got 29.7 to determine that. Second one on its way by Brooks. That's good. That makes it a 5-point game and a timeout called by the Bulldogs. Or check that, by the Lions. 29.7 left, 30-second timeout, back in 30. .7 seconds left in the 4th quarter of play. The first of 2 semifinal games of the 2019 NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championship here at Rimrock Auto Arena, Billings, Montana. Alongside Bruce Parker, Kyle Riley with you for the play-by-play. Bulldogs with the ball, trailing by 5. Inbound pass to Brianna King. King driving into the paint. King takes it to the hole. Shot off the back. The rim won't go. Ball is going to be fought for as it's brought down by Crum. She is tied up by Worcester, and the possession keeps it on the Bulldogs end of the floor.
Yeah, break there for Montana Western. Probably going to need to look for the 3 here.
23.8 left. Inbounding the ball is Britt Cooper. Britt gets it in on the left wing. Worcester goes to Brianna King. King driving across the paint. Shot and the foul. Brianna King will have a chance at a 3-point play, and she can cut it to 2. This is her 3rd 3-point opportunity from the line tonight. That bucket for Brianna King makes it 31 points on the night. Free throw is up and good, and she makes it a 2-point game with 19 seconds left in regulation. Freed Hardeman will have the ball and the 2-point lead when we come back from this 1-minute timeout. Back here at Rimrock Auto Arena, Metro Park, Billings, Montana, the Magic City. Host of the third consecutive NAIA Division I Women's National Basketball Championship, and we've got a great semifinal game going. 19 seconds left in regulation. Freed Hardeman, the defending champions, up by 2 against the University of Montana Western. Freed Hardeman with the basketball. They'll inbound it. Hatchell will get it in on the inbound pass, and Hatchell's going to be fouled by Brianna King to stop the clock.
A good quick foul there by Brianna King. Hatchell, a good free throw shooter. They wanted the ball in her hands.
Hatchell at the free throw line, a 79% free throw shooter coming into tonight's action. And Hatchell, first time to the line tonight. Shot on its way, rattles in and out.
That first one's always the toughest. You get that first one, the second one becomes a lot easier, but now she's got a lot of pressure on her.
So Bruce, even if she makes this here, it's still a one-possession game, 61-59. Hatchell with 3 3-pointers on the night. First time the line, she missed the first one. Second one is good. She drained that one. Hatchell now with 12 points in the contest, makes it a 3-point game with 17.3. Another full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. We don't want to miss any of the action, so we are back live here in Billings. 17.3 left in the fourth, 62-59. Western will have the ball, trailing by 3. They led by 7 at the break. It was 35-28, but a 19-10 third quarter advantage for Freed Hardeman gave them the 2-point lead at the end of 3. And they currently lead by 3 with 17.3 seconds left. Western, now, do you go for the quick 3 to tie? Do you try and work it inside and get a 3-point play?
I think you try to get the 3. They haven't had much luck inside tonight.
King drives in, puts up the shot, gets it with 11 seconds to go. And the inbound pass, the immediate foul from Brianna King on Shania Brooks. That'll be King's third personal foul. So, Bruce, we were wrong.
Yeah, you know, not a bad philosophy. Lindsay Woolley decides to get that, and then he puts somebody at the line, force them to make some free throws, and then you still have a shot to get a 3-pointer off.
It was a good look by King, and she had to take advantage of it. First free throw for Brooks, rattles around and falls in.
Oh, that was big.
Brooks now 2 for 3 from the line tonight. She has a total of 7 points in the ball game. It's a 2-point Freed Hardeman advantage. Brooks' second one on its way. It's good. She drained it. Back to a 3-point lead. And now you got to go for the 3 with just under 10 seconds to go. Brianna King gets a screen on top, fires a 3, top the key, off the back of the rim won't go. Put back for Cooper, won't go, but she's fouled. And that will stop the clock with 2.8 left. Britt Cooper will go to the line for 2. King had the look she wanted from the top of the key, but it hit off the back of the iron.
Yeah, everybody kind of stepped away, so she had a nice look there at a 3-pointer. My money would have been on her to make that, but tough one, and now they're going to have to depend on getting a couple free throws here and a quick foul.
Britt Cooper at the line for the first time tonight. She makes the free throw. Cooper coming into tonight's action, a 62% free throw shooter from the line this season. She's got 5 points in the contest, looking to make it 6. It rattles around and falls in. It is a 1-point game with 2.8 left, and we've got another timeout called by Coach Neal. 64-63. We'll make this a 30 as well, back in 30 seconds.
see ya.
Back here at Rimrock Auto Arena, 2 free throws made by Britt Cooper for UM Western with 2.8 seconds left in the fourth. It is a 1-point differential between Freed Hardeman University out of Tennessee and the University of Montana Western. The Lady Lions, the defending champs. Bulldogs looking to make their first national championship appearance, but they're down a point, and Freed Hardeman has the ball. And they took the full 60 to give the media a chance, but we took 30. Inbound pass to Hatchell. Hatchell is fouled, and the official there on the far side was looking to make sure she didn't step on the sideline, but she did not. So Hatchell back to the line. If you remember a moment ago, Hatchell missed the first of 2, but she did hit the second.
Yeah, that took 0.7 seconds on that inbounds play.
Foul called against Savannah Bignell. Free throw up and good for Carrie Hatchell. Hatchell 2 for 3 from the line tonight. She has a total of 13 points in the ball game. Second one on its way, and it's also good. It is a 3-point game with 2.1 left. This has got to be the last time out, I would think, for either side. Tell you what, Bruce, we're going to keep it right here. You know, we've talked about it during the break a couple times. The biggest difference in the second half seems to be the number of turnovers that UM Western has.
Yeah, 8 for Montana Western in the second half, and after only 4 in the first half, so it's affected them. And, you know, both teams have picked up the defensive pressure, too, so a lot of that's because of good defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can't take away credit from Freed Hardeman on what they have done with the defensive pressure in the second half. UM Western, you got 2.1. You obviously need a 3 because you're down by 3. You got to get the quick inbound, get it across the timeline, get somebody an open look. You got to get a screen off of somebody. Of course, Brianna King had that nice look from the top of the key last time down the floor, missed it, but Cooper got the quick rebound, put up the shot, drew the foul, made both free throws. And could we have overtime?
Well, they've got a shot at this. They've made some long threes in this tournament. And they've got 4 or 5 players that can shoot the 3, Kyle, and that helps them. They've got a lot of options. Everybody's going to be looking at Brianna King, and they aren't going to have much time to pass it or anything. They're going to get maybe 1 pass in and a turn and a look shot, so they're going to have to do it quick.
Inbound the ball. Worcester will get it into Brianna King. From the corner, fires the 3 at the buzzer. It's good. Is it a 3? It is, and it is tied at 66 all. They're going to come over to double check to make sure. But Bruce, from this vantage point, it looked like she made it in time.
Well, it sure did. I just am amazed at the 2 big players for each team and the plays they've made tonight. None bigger than that one right there by Brianna King.
If she does indeed drain it, it would be her 5th 3-pointer from behind the line tonight. She had a couple of 3-point from the conventional side, and it is good. It is 66 all at the end of regulation. We'll take a minute timeout and come back for the overtime period here on the NAIA Network. Back here at Rimrock Auto Arena, Brianna King from the right corner just before the buzzer sounded converts on the 3 to tie it up at 66 all, and we've got bonus basketball.
Yeah, you wonder why she was named the NAIA Women's Basketball Player of the Year.
Jump ball to start the overtime period, controlled by the Bulldogs. 5 minutes on the clock. UM Western with the ball, trying to make their first national championship appearance. Down low, shot is up and good. Shot converted by Sierra Lamy, and Lamy will have a chance at the three-point play. That's her first points since the first half. Brianna King with that three-pointer to end regulation, 37 points on the night. Foul is going to be committed by Carrie Hatchell, her third personal foul. And, of course, the team fouls run over into overtime. The free throw is good by Sierra Lamy. Lamy with 12 points on the night, and it is a three-point Bulldog lead.
We've seen a lot of three-point plays tonight.
We have.
Fashion way.
Solid basketball by these two teams tonight. And, Bruce, we were talking about it during the break before the overtime period. Solid coaching from these two coaches.
Yeah, you don't see them complaining to the officials. You just see them out there coaching.
Hatchell's shot is short from the left wing. Rebound controlled by the Bulldogs. Brought up into the front court by Savannah Bignell. Bignell dribbles over. Pass on the right side goes to Paige Holmes. Holmes out top to King. King trying to go free throw. Don't get it right. Lane right side. Shot won't go. Rebound down low. Put back up and in by, was that Lamy? That was Worcester.
That's a big basket. Is that her first basket?
Second basket of the ball game. She had one earlier in the second half. It is a 71-66 advantage. Kroom is going to be fouled down low, as that's going to be called against Mesa King. King's second personal foul.
Now, Kroom's been quiet here. Was quiet in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. No, she had a big third quarter, and then we didn't hear much from her for most of the fourth. But Kroom coming into the overtime period, she's got 30 points, make it 31 as she converts on the free throw there. Kroom 5 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight.
All-American player, veteran of this tournament.
Haley Kroom's second free throw, nothing but nets, as Kroom's got 32, and she makes it a three-point Western lead. Brianna King brings it across the center circle. 3:50 and counting in the overtime period. Pass down inside, now working right side. Lamy driving in. Whoa, wow, she was somehow able to keep her steps, get the shot off in time. Sierra Lamy with 5 points in overtime. 73-68, it's a 5-point Western lead. Turnaround shot for Kroom off the back of the rim will go. Lamy with the rebound, outlet Brianna King. King will bring it into the front court. King trying to go right lane, instead kick it out to Lamy. Back to King, behind the arc. Between the legs dribble, takes it into the paint, spin, puts up a wild shot off the front of the rim, won't go. Ball comes into the hands of Brooks for Freed Hardeman. She doesn't have the numbers, so she'll slow it up as she gets across the timeline. Brooks guarded out top by Worcester. Brooks, pass left side. Crum with a long three, and that is good. Wow. Jamie Crum from way downtown, her first 3 points of the ball game, cuts it to 2.
And she's never had a bigger basket this season than that one right there.
Crum took a hard blocking foul in the second half, had to go out for a bit, but she made a huge shot there. Nice look down inside, shot up off the glass and in. It's good for 2 for Britt Cooper. 75-71, 2:25 left in the overtime period. Lady Lions of Freed Hardeman down by 4. Kroom shot won't go. Rebound controlled by Lamy for the Bulldogs.
It's almost like Kyle, she didn't know if she wanted to use the backboard or just, nothing but the rim. Couldn't quite decide there. Tough shot.
Was a tough shot indeed. Kroom has been really tough in the paint tonight. Haven't seen her miss too many from that range. Bulldogs working it around the perimeter, taking down the shot clock, down to 7 seconds. Shot won't go, it's short by King, but the rebound controlled by Savannah Bignell, and a fresh 30 for the Bulldogs. 75-71, Hatchell trying to go for the steal. Hatchell has King dribble past her left-hand corner. Worcester for 3 off the side of the rim will go. King with the rebound, tries to go up. No, she'll kick it out. Cooper had it knocked away, goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball.
Now, how good is she with one of the smaller players on the court, and I'm going to check her rebound. She's got to be 7 or 8 rebounds also tonight.
Very impressive. The NAIA Player of the Year, is that right? Brianna King. Brianna with a total of 6 rebounds through the first 4 periods.
Yeah, 37 points and 6 rebounds.
King dribbling out of the front edge of the center circle, now cutting back towards the far side, toward Coach Woolley. Running down to 8 on the shot clock. 1:10 on the game clock. King drives it, has it stripped away by Brooks. Smart play there. Shania Brooks, pass back out top. It's going to be hit by Floyd. Give it off. And we're going to have an offensive foul called against Hugh, and that is huge.
Well, I guess. You just play great defense, hold your ground, and that's what they did. And that's a big play. That's maybe the biggest play of the game thus far.
Hugh thought about going baseline and then tried to kick it out, but she ended up running into the defender, had her feet set, and the Bulldogs get it back with under a minute to go, leading by 4. Pressure in the backcourt. Pass out top, Lamy dribbles along the arc. Give it off to King, who nearly lost the handle. King puts it on the floor. Crossover between the legs. King dribbling at the right lane, and she's going to be fouled by Reagan Floyd. Stops the clock with 39.9 left. Brianna King will go to the line.
Kyle, I'd say that they're in a comfortable lead right now, but we just saw the end of regulation. That last minute was maybe one of the most exciting of the tournament, and the Montana Western Bulldogs came back and made a great last-second shot to put it into overtime.
King 6 of 7 from the line tonight, make it 7 of 8 as she hits the first of 2. She's got 38 points in the ball game, leading all scores. That's half of her team's 76.
Jeez. She likes playing here in the Rimrock Auto Arena.
Second one is also good. Brianna King with 9 points on the night. Freed Hardeman down by 6. Freed three-point shot won't go for Hatchell. Ball knocked up in the air. Hatchell's going to come up with it. And a fresh 30 for the Lady Lions. Hatchell on 3. The short ball knocked loose. Going to be picked up by the Bulldogs. 20 seconds left. UM Western looking to go to their first national title game in women's NAIA basketball. The foul is called as it's committed by Shania Brooks. That'll be her 5th and final of the night with 14.9 left in overtime.
Well, no Frontier Conference women's basketball team has ever won a national title. And if Montana Western can hold on, they'll be the first to have a chance. Back in 2009, Rocky Mountain College under Coach Billy Drykosen won the men's championship.
First free throw for Savannah Bignell, up and good. Her first point of the night, coming with 14.9 seconds left in the overtime period. And it is the largest lead of the night at 7 points for the Bulldogs. Bignell, second one on its way, off the back of the rim will go. Bignell gets her own rebound. She'll dribble out far side. Give it off to Brianna King with 10 seconds to go. Brianna has the ball knocked in the backcourt. It's going to be called over and back because it went off the leg, according to the official, of Brianna King. So Hatchell, part of the double team there, along with Jamie Crum, and it pays off for the Lions, but they're down by 7 with 6.1 left.
That's 3 possessions. Awful difficult in 6 seconds.
Hatchell will pass it in from in front of the officials' table. Hatchell get it in on top to Crum. Crum fires a 3 from the top of the key, off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound control by the Bulldogs, and they will go to the national championship game as the University of Montana Western Bulldogs defeat the Freed Hardeman University Lions 78-71 in overtime.
Kyle, it's a little bit of why you never quit playing. Even though things don't look good, you hang in there. And they hung in there for that 3 by Brianna King, and then they just dominated the overtime.
UM Western was actually down by 5 in that last minute of regulation, but as you mentioned, down by 3 with 2.1 seconds left. Brianna King, who lost her footing as she got the inbound pass, put up the 3 from the corner to tie it up at 66 all at the end of regulation, and then a very dominant overtime period for the Bulldogs as they outscored the Lady Lions by a tally of 12-5 to come away with a 7-point victory.
And we'll have a new national champion. The defending champs are out.
The defending champion, Freed Hardeman University. Lady Lions played a phenomenal game, another phenomenal season for them, but they will not be able to defend their title as they fall to the Bulldogs tonight, 78-71. And do I understand that we're going to keep it right here for the trophy presentation? We'll go ahead and keep it right here. We don't want to miss this, and you can hear the UM Western fans that are in attendance tonight cheering on their Bulldogs. What a phenomenal ball game between these two teams. Brianna King with 39 points in the contest tonight. Meanwhile, for Freed Hardeman, Haley Kroom, she finished with 32 points in the contest. 69 points by 2 players in this ball game tonight. Just a phenomenal effort between these two teams. And Bruce, you said it. There's a reason why you keep playing until that final buzzer sounds.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thought they would have had a chance down 5 with under a minute to go, but they made big baskets. And Brianna King, the player of the year, made the biggest basket of the tournament with that 3-pointer at the buzzer, and that was exciting. And it's tough to come back from that if you're Freed Hardeman. You're thinking you're going to go on, and all of a sudden, man, it's tied, and you have to go into overtime. And Montana Western came out red hot in the overtime and really stuck it to them.
So Freed Hardeman University going to be presented with some awards as they recognize the players tonight.